You're watching.
Subscribe.
Hello, you're watching Screen Stalker. I'm Laurie Blake, and this is the movie news. Coming up, news of how Mark Hamill felt taking on the iconic role of Chucky, and a Marvel star gave the fans what they want. Give them what they want. Give them what they want. Whoever you guessed it, is Batista, who leaked some MCU secrets and is admittedly very sorry about it. But first, have yourself a super click party by tapping subscribe, tickling the thumbs up, and diving headfirst into the belly of the bell icon because its hide is too thick to be pierced from the outside. You'll have to cut through from the inside to enable notifications, and leave us a comment down below to answer our question of the day. How does Marvel make people care about the X-Men again after Dark Phoenix has now stunk up the entire franchise again? Because it's a tough old stench to shake, really, especially for a series with Wolverine and his heightened sense of smell. Now, Chopper said in his news on Monday that the film opened with a paltry $33 million domestically and an estimated $140 million globally. The lowest debuting X-Men movie in box office history, even when adjusted for inflation. Now, according to Deadline, that launch and the subsequent sales are going to tot up to an estimated $100 to $120 million loss for the film's backers. Because the film cost $350 million to make, including all of the reshoots, but its final box office total may only be $285 million. Who are these investors that chose to invest in this? It was this or, I don't know, chuck wads of cash into the gaping orange maw of a volcano and, I don't know, Dark Phoenix sounded better. This would have been a better use of the money. A good use for money, though, is getting hold of Mark Hamill for a voice role, because when it comes to Mr. Skywalker, the voice is strong with this one. Now, Hamill does an especially impressive line in Creepy Voices, with his version of the Joker becoming the defining sound for animated clown princes across cartoons and games for many people, myself included. Well, from next week he can add a brand new creep notch to his belt, Chucky, as he takes on the iconic role of the doll with murderous intent. At a conference to promote the film, Hamill touched on what it was like to be cast in the role, especially as there's a split in the Child's Play community between those who welcome the studio reboots and those who only see Don Mancini-helmed projects as canon, of which this version is not. Hamill said, "I thought when I auditioned for the Joker, there's no way they're going to cast this icon of virtue, Luke Skywalker, as the Joker. Forget about it. So I had no performance anxiety because I knew they couldn't hire me. It's only because so many people have expectations of what he's supposed to sound like. I didn't feel that kind of intimidation until it sunk in that I was doing this. I love Brad. It's a great responsibility, so I'm anxious to see how people react because it's not the Chucky that we all know from before." Which is quite a wise thing to say considering the tensions between Mancini fans and the reboot in general. Plus, the doll in the film is programmed by some evil, unseen person and therefore not actually possessed by the spirit of a murderer, so it would make sense that the voice would change in this instance. Anyway, it's definitely creepy enough for me. From creepy to keeping your goddamn mouth shut and stop spoiling Marvel movies. God. Because Drax the Destroyer actor and nose ring wearer and man who knows what he wants but struggles to articulate it concisely on WWE television, Dave Batista, has had to apologise for accidentally spoiling Endgame because he didn't quite grasp the plot at the time. This story all harks back to the press tour for Infinity War, where Dave spoke openly about filming scenes for the second part of that story, what would come to be known as Endgame, kind of ruining the suspense of, I don't know, whether the remaining post-snap Avengers would be able to bring everyone back or not. Speaking to Pro Wrestling Sheet, whoa, wait a minute, are we on Wrestle Talk? I just had the weirdest sense of deja vu. Anyway, speaking to Pro Wrestling Sheet, the actor explained that when shooting Endgame and Infinity War simultaneously, he wasn't actually sure which scenes were in which film. You're really kept in the dark for a lot of Marvel stuff, but for Infinity War and Endgame in particular, you're just really kept in the dark. I didn't know how Infinity War ended. I had no idea. We shot all of our stuff out of sequence, bits and pieces, so I was never privy to the scripts. We shot it a little over a year straight, both Infinity War and Endgame, so I didn't know which parts were going to be in which movies. I was just really lost. Personally, I forgive Dave, but I would like to ask him what his filming schedule is like for the next, 10 years. Thank you for watching, and don't forget that super click party on the like, subscribe, and bell icons. And if you are into gaming, it is E3 week, and we've been covering the show of shows every day this week on Screenstalker. Head on over there to find out more about the new Avengers game that just got revealed. Spoiler, it's like a Bizarro World version of the MCU. If that wasn't a DC thing. Confusing. I'm Laurie Blake, and remember, we're watching.